right, what's up, guys? Wow, talk about an amazing day in New York. And I'm pretty much done for the day. So I thought I would give you guys a little bit of an insight on what New York City looks like during the day, during a beautiful summer day. I mean, this is probably as good as it's ever gonna get. Now, let's head down first. We'll go through Tribeca, down Canal Street, and then we're gonna walk all the way back up. But, you know, I've always said there's no place like New York City in the summer. There's no other place to be. The city is amazing. The city is fantastic. It just feels alive. It feels like a completely different city, New York in the summer, than it does in the brutalized winter. This is Sirhan's headquarters right here. Alan, what's going on? Luis Fernandez. This is Tom. How do you feel about the S&P 500? Well, I think we're up about a point, or 1 percentage point today, but we're still consolidating below the 50-day moving average. So we'll see. We got to break back above that 50. Now look at all this traffic. This is incredible traffic right on Watts Street and Broome Street. Everybody's headed out of the city to the tunnel. I would say this is probably one of the worst traffic hotspots in the city. Hello, May 2008 says it's spring. Now I've officially I've canceled spring. I'm not sure if you guys got the memo. We're not doing spring this year. Spring is gone. It's canceled. So we're skipping over spring and we're going right into the summer. So yeah, I've officially canceled spring. No spring. I don't want any 60-degree days. Let's just go right to the 80 and 90-degree bangers. So, guys, I mean, look how awesome the city is. It's beautiful. This is Soho right now. You have these gorgeous cast iron facades here. A lot of people out. I just got finished with a showing in Tribeca at 5 Franklin Place. And yeah, we'll just kind of take a little bit of a walk around before I got to go back to the office. But it's just one of my favorite places to be when the weather's nice. You're going to see a lot of these Belgian block streets as we venture through Soho today. Sharon, good to see you. Isabella, welcome. Luis Fernando, you're from Brazil. Awesome. I'd love to visit Brazil one day. Here, I'll kind of show you what I'm talking about by these really nice Belgian block streets. You can see them. But another thing that's cool is you have all these water towers. Doesn't that look neat? It's pretty unique. You have these original water towers. They're all over Tribeca and Soho. And looking down, you have that awesome direct view of the spire at One World Trade Center on the corner of Broome Street and Wooster Street. And this will take you right into Canal. Hey, Patient Lobsters, greetings from Israel. What's going on? Pete, this is hello from 34th Street. 34th Street's probably rocking right now too. But I mean, look at all this traffic that's backed up to the tunnel. I mean, this probably goes all the way to the Bowery, right? Look at it. So everybody's trying to get in here to the tunnel to New Jersey, and it just keeps going. Traffic just keeps going all the way down. MD, what's going on? Good to see you. It's Power Hour. I think it's 30 minutes till the close. S&P is rallying into the close. I think we're about up 1%. but still trading below the 50-day. Now, we're coming up to the corner of Grand Street. This was one of the, I would say probably my favorite listing we've ever had. If you want to look up kind of what the inside of the apartment looks like, you can check out 74 grand. Now, it's an original, I believe it's a 70-ton cast iron facade. Totally redone, gut renovation by the developer. So it's brand new, but it's the original facade, it's just restored. We passed it many times at night, but you'll be able to see it a little bit better now that it's daylight. And the facade almost changes color during sunset because the way the sun hits the building. You'll see what I mean in a minute. What do you guys think? This is it. Here it is, 74 grand. We were renting some of these units for $24,000 a month. And these are full floor through loft style apartments. Now, if you want to see a property tour what it looks like inside, if you just type !grand, G-R-A-N-D in the chat, the Nightbot will drop the link to the video we shot. That was my favorite listing I think we've ever had. Yeah, someone says love the windows. It's so unique in there. I don't really know how to describe it. It's a very, very unique New York experience. Living in, you know, the classic Soho style lofts. Ian's thoughts on Peloton. I don't have any thoughts on Peloton. I don't watch the stock. It's probably going to go out of business. It's down, what, like 97% since its all-time record high. You know, there's so much better merchandise on the market, right? And this is kind of what we talk about all the time. Like, you have the free will to buy whatever you want. So why wouldn't you buy the premium? Why wouldn't you buy the quality? I'm not going to buy a dying bike company. I'm not trying to be mean to the company. I mean, I hope they do well, but I'm not even going to spend any mental capital on watching it because it doesn't make money. I think it's a declining industry. It's a declining business. And, you know, if you study market cycles, and maybe we'll talk a little bit about this tonight, usually once a stock that was once a true market leader, once it tops, there's a 70% probability it's done forever. Very, very seldom do you have previous true market leaders that decline over 70% come on to be the next true market leaders. It's usually they're done. We've only had a few exceptions. And I did a study on this. And one of the most notable exceptions was Tesla. You know, that thing seems to come back from the dead all the time. But yeah, I mean, what do you think of Peloton? I mean, I'm sure there's many of us in the chat who has used a Peloton, bought one during the pandemic, and now it acts as a clothes rack in the house. This is 56 Leonard. This is the Jenga building, super unique. And right across from it is 5 Franklin Place. Not to be confused with Franklin Street. It's a private street. Hey, Zozo Bob, what's up? Good to see you. We're checking out Tribeca. We're on Canal Street, headed towards Little Italy and Chinatown. Look at how beautiful and colorful the city looks today. Damien is here. What's going on? Touted T, welcome. Hey, Tom from Midtown. This Peloton caught fire during the homebound pandemic, but the experience left most wanting to never be stuck at home ever again. Yeah. And I just don't think it's that scalable, you know. I just don't think it's that scalable of a business. But, you know, usually once a stock like that, I mean, that went up hundreds of percent at its peak. Once it's done, it's cooked. It's usually cooked for good. And there's not a lot of institutions in it. You know, if you look at the institutional sponsorship, like the best mutual funds, the best funds on Wall Street, almost none of them are in it. Everybody's out. So if you just think about basic market mechanics, what's going to make the stock go higher? People buying it. And what makes a stock go higher is the composite operators buying it. It's not people like me that's running a little bit of money, right? It's people with significant firepower that can hammer the bid all day, you know, and accumulate billions of dollars worth of stock. This is a cool view here too. Look at that. Hey, RJH, what's going on? This is your Mad You Missed Carvana. Yeah, a lot of that stuff will, you know, you'll see these headlines, it's up, you know, 40%, 50% after hours, but that's another crummy, you know, company. But we'll see. Alright guys, this is the main Broadway. So when you think about Soho, all the shopping, all the, you know, big attraction, everybody talks about right here. So right on the corner of Broadway and Canal, if you make this left and walk all the way up, this is really the main drag of Soho. You'll see a lot of the retailers, the shops, all up and down the street here. Luis Fernando, this is Tom. Why don't you take us on a walk where you work? We start off the streams every night at my office, literally. Right at the front door of my office. We start every night, the stream. Wow, look at these. Look at the buildings right off to the right.
Yes. You especially.
Such a crisp coat of white paint on those very heavy cast iron facades and those fire escapes. Really unique. AVX girl, what's going on? I see Gary Carpenter. What's up, Gary? Now, doesn't the city look completely different during the daytime streams as opposed to the nighttime live streams? It almost seems like you're in a completely different city altogether. And this is rush for work right now. So, just for a little bit of context, if you make a right, that'll bring you to Little Italy as you continue to walk down. So if you pass like Crosby Street, all that. Wow, check this out. So this is Think Coffee, but look at the facade. You have all those kind of, what is that, ivy growing up the side? I love that. It's cool, right? Let me see if I can get a better shot of that. Look at how nice that looks. It will grow all the way up the side of the building. What do you guys think? Now, if you want to see more kind of style like that, I have to take you to the West Village. I think you'll be really impressed. Now, we go there at night sometimes, right? But I think it showcases itself a little bit better during the day. So if we have time, maybe next week, we'll try to go over to the West Village during the day. Hey, what's up, Yogi? Lots of shoppers, lots of tourists out today in Soho, which is good. Jerry's it's May 2nd. I think it's May 1st today, isn't it? I don't know. Isn't that spring? So we've canceled spring officially. Spring is canceled. We're going right to summer. So no more 60 degrees. Only 75 plus is acceptable. So spring is officially canceled. No spring. Jerry's Snow, it's May 2nd, 10-4. Still canceled though. Spring is still out of here, but I know old wise houses love the blue skies in the city. It feels like it's been a year since we've seen any blue sky. It was hazy all morning too. RJ says, will I still be on Apple earnings today? I don't know. We'll definitely cover it tonight. But I just have to go back to the office. I got about an hour, maybe hour and a half.
Just thought it would have been the last person on your list of people here that you were going to date.
Yeah, big day today for Apple. I'm interested to see what they're going to report with the Vision Pro. See how those numbers are going to come out. As well as the iPhone numbers. I think they'll crush it on the services. So like the software business. But according to analysts, they're supposed to return to growth next year. Hey, Andrew Lee from Queens. What's up, Andrew? Moonlight. Always a pleasure to see you. And during the day, too. So we're headed closer and closer and closer to NYU, New York University. Maybe we'll take a look at Washington Square Park. Although May 2008 says no interest rate cuts this year. Probably not. I think you're probably right on that. Now, yesterday was Fed Day, right? We heard from Fed Chair Jerome Powell yesterday.
That's right, yesterday, whatever you said.
Doesn't look like they're too keen on wanting to adjust interest rates down, which I think is the right move. Inflation's still way too hot. Oh wow, random YouTube viewer. So I may start attending NYU in the fall. Congratulations, it's an awesome, awesome school. You're gonna love it. It's in a great location in the city. Lots of fun things to do. Lots of good professors too at NYU. Especially if you're studying business or finance. Also marketing. NYU has a really good marketing program. Hey, RB. Welcome to Soho. Well, we're actually going to be in NoHo here in a minute. Quite literally, a minute. So if you continue to walk down Houston, that's going to bring you all the way to the Williamsburg Bridge. Wow. Random YouTube viewers, thanks. I'll be a PhD program in computer science. Fantastic. That's amazing. Well, you're in the right place, at the right school, at the right time. And congratulations on your success. That's an awesome achievement. Bleecker Street. Look at the facade on this building. Pretty cool, right? Tobias is how hot is it in New York? I think it's supposed to hit 80. But it really just depends on where you are in Manhattan. It probably definitely hit 80 today on Canal Street. But probably Upper West Side, Upper East Side is a little bit cooler. It really just all depends on the vegetation. And Canal Street is the hottest part of New York because there's really no trees. It's just a lot of concrete. But I don't know, it feels really nice out today. For once. Moonlight says, what's Fordham College like? Been interested in studying placement programs in New York. Wanted to get your thoughts. Fordham University is a great school too. I believe their main campus is in the Bronx, but they do have a graduate college right near Columbus Circle and right near John Jay College of Criminal Justice. So yeah, I mean, Fordham is a really good school. Jaja says, hey Tom, in chat, new subscriber here, watching from Kuwait. Oh, cool. Originally from the Philippines. Wow, Kuwait. How's everything in Kuwait? What's going on over there? It's so cool to kind of get a sense of the diversity on the live stream, right? You have so many different people from all over the world in different professions. It's really cool to think about. People in New York, people in Kuwait, people in Miami, Philippines. That's cool. This is Great Jones Street. So if we make this left, this is going to take us to the very, very back side of Washington Square Park. We'll go up 2 more blocks, and if everything looks good, maybe we'll take a quick lap around Washington Square Park. I know there's some protests, but someone says, which camera am I using? So I'm just using an iPhone 13 mini, believe it or not. Just an iPhone 13 mini. Glad it looks good. This store to our left is called Dig Inn. Well, it originally was called Dig. Well, it originally was called Dig In, and now it's called Dig. And I took this Python computer science course at Columbia University. And one of our assignments was to perform data analysis for Dig In and provide guidance on what are the best times to staff their stores, to kind of help them save on costs for employment costs, and also do an analysis on what are the items that people are buying the most, so that they could cut down on their menu options to save on ingredients and things like that. It's a very interesting class. So if you're interested in kind of like data analysis, the core competency of the class was around Python. It was called Python for MBAs. Really good course. Not that expensive either. Professors were really good. But yeah, it was kind of cool to do that study, because we got real sales data from a bunch of the locations around Manhattan, and you really got a sense of what people order in different neighborhoods. All right, so now we are checking out the Stern School of Business. One of the best professors at Stern is Professor Damodaran, Othswat Damodaran. They call him the Dean of Valuation. Now, he teaches 2 really, I should say, notable and popular courses at NYU. Corporate Finance and Securities Analysis. And you can take those courses for free online if you'd like. I think that's where they set up that encampment. Everything seems to be blocked off still, which is quite interesting. And these Tesla laid off a whole team of people in charge of the superchargers. About 500 people. Yeah, Elon is really going to go scorched earth here, and he's buckling down hard. I think he sent out a memo to all employees saying, look, if you're not 100% bought in, if you're not locked in, you're out. So it sucks to see anybody lose their job, but I think this is actually very bullish for the company. If you have a CEO that's so hardcore, right, that is essentially pillaging the company and weeding out anybody who isn't totally bought in, imagine the people that they're gonna hire, right? The new hires at Tesla, these people are gonna be freaking animals. So I think there's a misinterpretation of the narrative on Wall Street, and there's many analysts that are saying, Elon's destroying the company, but you have this corroboration in the stock price, negative sentiment, and the appropriate thing leadership is supposed to be doing. Call out the entire organization, right, of everybody who's not 100% bought in, and bring in like these sickeningly dedicated savages, essentially. And that's essentially what NVIDIA did too. There was an interview, I think a 60 Minutes interview, where they were asking, all right, what is it like to work for NVIDIA? What's it like to work for the CEO? And they're like, it's extremely difficult, he's extremely demanding, and essentially he's a hard ass. And the CEO agreed, Jensen Huang. He was like, yeah, exactly. He's like, I demand excellence from my people. And there's a reason why the company's worth over $1 trillion now. So, interesting developments going on at Tesla. I think there is potential, a lot of money to be made there, I think. I don't own any of it, but if it clears some of this overhead, I'll probably have to get back in there. We'll see. I don't buy stocks below the 200-day, but I'm watching it, and very, very seldom do I have those kind of stocks on the watch list, but Tesla's a different animal. Wow, Washington Square Park is awesome today. What do you guys think? Beautiful. You guys are enjoying the live stream? Feel free to leave a like on the video and click the subscribe button if you're new. Just a really, really stunning day in New York today. Uptown because I got to get back to work. It's graduation season soon. That's fun. Wow, look at all those buildings. Now, the vast majority of these are owned by the university, NYU. Really magnificent stuff. Fruit smells amazing. Hey Paul, what's up? Says, hey Tom, I like these daytime ones. I do too. I think it gives the viewer a different perspective of the city. And it's in quite the stark contrast, right, from what you see on the media and in the news. You know, if you watch the news about New York City, you'd think that you can't get out of bed in New York, but it's gorgeous. People are out enjoying the weather. The city's coming back. Sorry. Man, look at that. So this is going to take us right out to the dorms. I think one of the dormitories. All right, let's continue to head up. So if we continue to head north, we're gonna run right into 14th Street, which is Union Square. And Union Square is gonna be pretty busy today too. It is a bit windy though. Look at that Doberman. Those are such unique dogs. What's up, John? Joe says, do I ever have somebody walk up to me and ask me how much I pay for rent? I have not. I have not had anybody ask how much I pay in rent. At least not yet. Now, is anybody familiar with the company? I believe it's pronounced Le Labo, I think. L-E-L-A-B-O, I think. I believe it originated in New York City. It's like this soap company. They make hand soap. They make perfumes, body wash, shampoo. Their stuff is so crazy expensive and they have this shop very close to the office, and it's always packed. Always packed. People paying like $75 for body wash, shampoo. I mean, the stuff smells amazing. I was gifted a few things from a client. And if you ever stay at the Park Hyatt Hotel, I think they have a contract with the company. I'm very curious to see what the revenues look like at that company. They probably crush. They probably absolutely clean up. Because I mean, think about the margins on that, right? Like, what do you think the gross margins are on something like that? Probably like ridiculously high. No, oh, why is it? They're not publicly traded. They have a competitor. It's like So something. I'm not good with the pronunciation, but I would assume they crush. Oh, is that right? They sell at Nordstrom too? Makes sense. All right, one more block. We are at 14th Street, Union Square. All right, we'll risk it. Let's cross.
And then we like started.
Oh yeah, Joe, for sure. Since you'd assume it's like other luxury goods, most of the cost marketing is branding / image. Absolutely. I think you hit the nail on the head. It's kind of like LVMH, you know, and all of their subsidiaries, right? I mean, they clean up, do really, really well. Does anybody know what time it is by chance? Just want to make sure I'm on time. I think it should be like what, 4:15, 4:30? Ah, 4:08. So where did the S&P close today? Did we close up 1%? Were we able to hold our gains throughout Power Hour? All right, Union Square. You're gonna see a lot of people out selling stuff. Look at that dog. It's a giant. It's like a giant yellow lab almost. A quantum chemist. Thank you so much for your generous $2 donation. Appreciate the support. Doc 7 says we closed just under 1%. was like a giant golden retriever, right? No, a yellow, it looked like a yellow lab, honestly. The thing was absolutely massive. Let's go around here. Cabin says the Nazi is up 1.5%. Very nice. Wow, they did a great job paving this road. This used to be a horror show here. Looks like they did a really good job. Joe says, what is the name of the public square? We just walked through Union Square. So 14th Street, Union Square. Pfizer up almost 7%, Amazon up over 3%, and Nvidia up over 3%. Yeah, well, I mean, Amazon had a great report. You know, we covered Amazon's earnings like 2 days ago. Really good stuff there. Profitability near tripled.
I'd rather just...
And AWS revenue crushed. Now, what we'll talk about tonight is Apple, which should be really interesting to see how they report today. We probably should be getting their results out any minute, actually.
Let's do like that.
Someone says, what avenue are we on? We're on Broadway, 20th Street, East 20th. We're about to run into the Flatiron building. What's up, Dave? Yeah, we're checking out New York on this beautiful afternoon. Sun's out. It's about 75 degrees. Beautiful day. See that massive building that's now blocking the Empire. A big luxury condo. What's up, D? Welcome to the Flatiron District. We're about to be on East 23rd Street, and you can see the Flatiron building right in front of us. diagnosis. Wasn't the Flatiron building sold? It was. And they're converting it into condos. So pretty soon you'll be able to buy a condo in the Flatiron if you want, if that's of interest to you. And this is Madison Square Park. What do you guys think? Should we do one lap around Madison Square Park? We'll do a quick lap around Madison Square Park, then we'll head out. So I gotta get back to the office, unfortunately. Man, it is beautiful today. Pretty good view of the Empire too.
Yeah.
There's no
Like, how many take us back to 5th Avenue. So 5th, we'll go to 34th Street, the Empire State Building. Oliver, have I ever met Sam Zell? I have not. He passed away last year, unfortunately. Yeah, Sam Zell passed away. Who else? Charlie Munger, William O'Neill. A lot of greats.
And then she said,
What's up, Tug Carter? Yeah, we're live. But not for long, because I gotta go back to work. So I think this is where we will sign off for the day. But I'll see you guys back here live, 8:30. Talk about Apple. If you enjoyed the live stream, feel free to leave a like on the video. Click the subscribe button if you're new. And we'll meet right back here pretty soon, 8:30. Take care, everybody. Enjoy the rest of this beautiful day in Manhattan.